Hey, it's Derek Depker with ExcuseProof Fitness, and in this video I'm going to share with you one of the most powerful things I have ever discovered to reduce stress, to boost the immune system, and to burn stubborn belly fat. When I discovered this thing, it blew my mind. It was like I found the missing link to good health because it had nothing to do with food or physical exercise or supplements or anything like that that a lot of fitness and health experts talk about are needed for good health. Now, all those things are needed, they're important, they're essential, but they're almost secondary to this. And before I understood the research and the importance of this one thing, I would go through my day and I would tend to get stressed out by a lot of little things that would come up. Could be getting stuck in traffic, my computer wasn't working right, someone says something that upset me. And I didn't think much of that until I looked at the research that showed the damaging effects of stress and how even just being angry in traffic for 5 to 10 minutes could depress the immune system for hours after that event was done. So even when I'm out of traffic and not thinking about it, my immune system would be depressed for the next several hours. And that's why chronic stress, which is something that a lot of people are going through in our modern times, is so damaging, and more research is starting to come out about the negative effects of our chronically high stressed lifestyles. So what really blew my mind and changed things for me was when I discovered the research that not only showed how to prevent that from happening, but to actually go in the opposite direction, and something that can be done, which is what I'm going to share with you, that will boost the immune system for hours on end and put the body in a healing state. In fact, when researchers were looking at this, they found that people, by practicing this on a regular basis, were starting to reverse chronic health conditions that would not respond to medications or dietary interventions, physical exercise, all those other things. So this blew my mind. I started to practice it and apply it, and what I noticed was I not only felt better when I did it, but I just naturally became happier more often. And this could mean that as I went throughout the day, it's like I had a shield up, whereas stressful things would come my way, it didn't affect me. And what this practice that I did was, this one thing was taking 5 to 10 minutes to feel gratitude. Now, the research specifically looks at gratitude, joy, happiness, these positive emotions, and the effects that they have on the body. They found that when a person just takes some time to sit there and really reflect on what they're grateful for in their life and things that make them feel happy and joyful, they notice those benefits. The cortisol effect is shut down. Their body enters this healing state. And one of the things that really made a difference for me is that by doing it on a regular basis, the researchers find that it becomes more of a permanent way of being. If you've ever noticed anyone in your life that always just seems happy for no reason, or maybe someone else that always seems depressed or down for no reason, and I know there are times where I've gone to both those sides in my life, where I have times where I'm generally happy or times where I'm generally not as happy, it's because our moods can be habitual. So they found that when a person would consciously practice being grateful each day, they enter that state more naturally and more often, to the point where they could be happy and grateful all day just as their natural way of being. So the way that I found particularly beneficial and easy to apply this practice of gratitude is that I would simply sit down for 5 to 10 minutes and I would ask myself, what am I grateful for? I might say my family. What else am I grateful for? I would ask then. And so that could be my friends. What else am I grateful for? That I have food to eat. What else am I grateful for? And keep asking and answering. I could also ask, what should I be grateful for? And that might trigger some new ideas. If I really wanted to take it to the next level, I would ask myself, why am I grateful for these things? And that was really powerful, and I could dig even deeper. And when doing this exercise, and not just going through the motions, what am I grateful for, blah, 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 but actually getting in touch with the feelings of gratitude, that's the important thing. It's not the questions, it's actually those feelings. I would oftentimes be moved to tears of joy and gratitude. And before, I may have looked at that and been like, oh, well, that's a cute thing to do, that's nice. But it's the science showing that when a person is moved to tears because they're feeling so grateful, that's creating countless biochemical changes in their body that have a more powerful effect than any food that I could eat. So emotional management, to sum it up, the managing of emotions is more important for one's health than food and exercise and all those other things, because these positive emotions can do more good than even the healthiest foods, which are of course still important. And on the other side, these downward emotional spirals that sometimes we can get ourselves into, those can be more harmful than the junk food. So if I'm worrying about eating healthy and avoiding junk food and all that sort of stuff, that's good. But then looking at this research, realized that's not as important as worrying and taking care of my emotional state. So emotional management is probably one of the most important things you can do for your health. It definitely is one of the most important things you can do for your health. So a couple tips to practice gratitude: taking 5 to 10 minutes to ask what you're grateful for. Another thing that some people like to do is they keep a gratitude journal where they'll write 5 to 10 things that they're grateful for that happened that day. And finally, one thing that I found to be tremendously powerful and create a domino effect is really reflecting on the things that I appreciate about what other people have done for me in my life and letting them know that. Telling people in my family and my friends and the people that I have relationships with, letting them know what I appreciate about them and what they've done. And what that does, that not only boosts my health, but they're gonna feel good. They're gonna feel that appreciation. That's gonna boost their health and give them those benefits. And then they might either return that gratitude to me, or they'll take that and they'll return it to someone else, and it spreads around and really creates a powerful effect that improves the whole world in a sense. So I highly encourage you to check this out if you want to get these same benefits. And I want to say thank you for checking out this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you're grateful for in your life. And if you want more health and fitness tips, subscribe to this channel and check out ExcuseProof.com for a free fitness survival guide.